going on, folks? My name is Josh and you're watching The Outdoor Dude. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 3 big mistakes most new anglers make, so stick around.
Look at that big mamma jamma, folks.
All right, we're back, folks. Guys, if you're new to the channel, I do all sorts of educational fishing content like this, and I do all sorts of actual fishing content when things aren't frozen or this creek is completely off limits at the moment because of the walleye spawn. But I do all sorts of fishing content like that, and if you're into that sort of thing, gear reviews, knife reviews, and all that stuff too, make sure you hit that subscribe button down in the corner, click the notification bell so YouTube notifies you when I do a new video. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the topic of the video. In this video, I'm going to touch on 3 different mistakes that I know I made and I know a bunch of my friends made and family members made. I'm hoping maybe I could save you guys and gals getting into the sport a little bit of time. First and foremost, make sure you listen to the fish. When you're throwing your lure or your baits out there and you get a bite, you want to make sure you're paying attention to what that fish is telling you when it bites it. What were you doing with the retrieve of your lure? How fast was it going? Were you yo-yoing it? Were you just dead sticking it on the bottom? Now, did the fish hit it and come towards you? Did the fish hit it and turn down to the deep? There's a lot of variables that come into play with the way the fish hits the lure that are going to tell you a lot about that fish and how to pattern the rest of the day. Let's say a fish hits your lure and it's got just the rear treble hooks of the bait in its mouth. That could tell you that maybe it was going too fast. Let's say you get a backlash and your bait's just sitting out there, sitting still, sitting on the bottom. You get your backlash out and you start reeling it in and boom, there's one on the end of the line. That should tell you something. That should tell you maybe I gotta slow down. Or if it was like a lipless crankbait and you just pull it up off the bottom right when you get your backlash out, maybe they want to see that rip out of the grass. Just always listen to the fish, listen to what they're trying to tell you. Now, second up on my list of big mistakes that most new anglers make is overthinking it. It can be easy to get overwhelmed when you first get into bass fishing. You get yourself on down to the Bass Pro Shops and you start walking down the aisles of your Walmart or your Bass Pro Shops or your Dick's Sporting Goods, and you see there's 100 different lure companies and there's 1,000 different lures and baits out there, and you can get yourself pretty caught up in all the marketing and the colorful stuff, and there's a lot of lures that catch a lot of fishermen, but they don't catch a lot of fish. You can get pretty caught up in all that stuff. What I could say as far as that goes is to pick one technique, try to stay as natural as you can, keep it as simple as you can, master that technique, and then move on to another one. Don't get too crazy with it when you first start out, and you're gonna have a little more fun. It's very easy to get discouraged when you're not sure what's working. You just keep switching baits all day long, and you think, well, maybe if I had this bait, it would have worked better. It worked out real good for KVD in the Classic, or you know, it worked out real good for Greg Hackney flipping them jigs in that tournament. Maybe I got to get on that jig, you know? Maybe I got to get on that hack attack jig. Don't worry about all that stuff right off the bat. Just get yourself into one technique and master that first. And start with the easy stuff and work your way up. This is a fun incrementalization. You'll never learn everything. There are guys in the elite Bass Pro circuits that are still learning stuff. So get out there, try one technique at a time, keep it simple, and have fun. And finally, the third mistake that most new anglers make is to not have fun. We can get a little over obsessive with learning too many different new techniques, getting very competitive with our friends, and we all know in the fishing community we tend to embellish on stories, and our friends tend to embellish on stories, and then we want to outdo them, and it can become this very, very competitive big competition. Just remember why you started fishing. It probably wasn't to be the best fisherman on the water, was it? It definitely wasn't to be better than everyone else. We come out here to have fun. We come out here to be part of the wilderness and to be on the water and in the woods and in these amazing places. And it's silly when we get very competitive and we lose sight of why we originally started fishing. Just never forget why you originally got into this sport in the first place, and never forget how awesome it truly is. All right, guys, where I'm going to end the video. Remember, if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button right there. And if you want to see more videos like this, click the playlist of videos I've got set up for you guys right here, or check out one of these 2 videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.